Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ebony Banks and I am a new trader that is documenting my trading journey here on YouTube. If you would like to join me on this trading journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. For my people who are already subscribed to me, I will be posting regular content soon. I just kind of want to get used to posting these forex videos, and I'm going to be creating a separate channel just for forex videos, so that way I can keep this channel filled with my regular content and not just forex. I am going to separate the two, just in case anyone is wondering. And like I said, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, and we are looking at gold. So this is the thing. This is why I stopped trading Asian session, because for whatever reason, I marked this up as if it was going to go up, right? Now, it can very well much go up, or as you can see, it's in a downtrend. It can continue to go down. And the reason why I marked this as a reversal, that it was going back up to the upside, was because, hold on, let me take this indicator off, was because it looked like it was creating a double bottom, like it didn't want to break below this. But that's the importance of waiting for confirmation, because once it broke out of this, what I would consider consolidation, it broke out to the downside. Now, I could have set a sell stop or buy stop. My buy stop most likely would have been here, just based off how I trade, but I'm starting to learn to put it a little higher. And then the sell stop would have been around here, and as you can see, I would have been in that trade. So once it broke through, you can see that it broke through one bank level and went to the next bank level. It broke through two bank levels. Either way, it made it to this one here, and it kind of reversed. So for me, if it continues to push up, I will look for it to come back here and retest this, because this was support. It broke through, and it can act as resistance. So that's what I'll be looking for, and then I'll be looking for a reversal pattern to go back to the downside. And once it get up here, I'm going to set a price alert first of all. So let me go ahead and erase that. I'm gonna set a price alert. Everybody say hey to the baby. He is wide awoke, so I'm gonna make this quick. So yeah, I went ahead and set a price alert. So if price gets back above here, if it gets back up to here, I will be monitoring it to see what it wants to do. Also, like I said before, I'm looking for ways to get into trades for Asian session. Personally, at this moment, I don't see how I could have gotten in, but I did want to make a correction. I believe I said once before that London Open was at 2 a.m., but I'm looking and I'm starting to think it might be 3 a.m. I don't know. Is it 2? It's 2 or 3. Let's see if we can verify that. Okay, so yeah, it's 3 a.m. according to this indicator. So London session starts at 3 a.m. and New York session starts at 8 a.m. New York SE Open starts at 8:30. So let me see. As you can see, at 3, we were at the bottom of this zone and on the bank zone, and it looks as if around 4 o'clock, that's when it broke through and went to 2 bank zones. So at this point, it is now New York Open, and I'm going to be looking for some volume. It looks like there's not much volume at this moment, but within the 8 o'clock hour, we should be seeing volume. So we're just going to be patient and continue to watch this. I don't have any bias at the moment. Like I said, if it comes above here, if it comes back up here, I'm going to be looking to short it simply because we're already in a downtrend and it's possible for this zone here to become resistant since it played as support twice and then it broke through support. So I'm going to be looking to see will it play as resistance. If not, I'm just going to change my, I'm just going to analyze the chart again and see what type of ideas I may have. Again, I'm practicing trend lines. And just based off this, I believe this is some sort of pattern. Once it came to the zone, I would have thought it would have pushed up. But as you can see, it hit the trend line and then pushed through that zone. Also, let me see. I don't know what else I should be looking at, but I am going to be learning. So that's the whole point of me documenting this. Mama. Let me see if we have some type of channel, and we do not. I was Mama. I was back testing. One moment, sweetheart. I was watching another trader's live or videos, and he mentioned that he doesn't draw the channels. However, to me, channels help because once you notice something is in a channel, you can definitely catch some good pips. It could just very much well be that this is not a channel, which I'm believing that it's not because it's not doing the things that channels are supposed to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase that. Or it could be a channel. I don't know. We're going to see. We're learning. So, okay, based off the theory that it may be a channel, right? I'm going to think that it's going to at least come back up to here to go back down and test this trend line. Or it could go ahead and just continue down. I don't have any bias. One thing I did not do, though, was check forex factory. So let me go ahead and do that. And let's see if we have anything that could possibly affect. Well, we had news at 8, and see that didn't do anything. We have USD news at 8:15, which is a red folder, which means that it can greatly impact the market. So I'm just going to be patient and wait until 8:15. Crude oil has news at 10:30. So yeah, I'm just going to be being patient and just watching. It is currently 8:12 according to my computer. And another thing, let me see DXY. Let me check DXY. See what the dollar is doing, because if the dollar is going up, then gold is going to go down and vice versa. Alright, as you can see here, we do have this kind of a zone. I don't really know, but I'm going to mark this as a zone, right? So I'm going to either be looking for it to break above or shoot down. So it's been going up for a while. It's possible it could be making a double top just to do a small correction. And as you can see, the dollar has been going up for some time. It's been in a strong uptrend. I know my trend lines aren't perfect. I am practicing drawing them. Okay. So yeah, dollar has been going strong. It may continue to push up. We will monitor that. As of right now, it is now 8:14. I want to drop down to the lower time frame and just monitor what gold may be doing. And do be aware of fake outs. It might go in one direction temporarily just to trap traders and then totally just take off in the opposite direction. So be mindful of that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did clean up my chart a little bit. Don't know if these trend lines are valid, but I'm going to hold them there just in case. All right, it's 8:15, and there we go. So what I'm going to be looking for is, don't chase trades either. You see that it's pushing up, but it doesn't necessarily mean hop into that trade at that moment. We're going to wait for some type of structure and then move forward. So I'm going to just continue to monitor this, and I'll be back later with an update. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, that candle did reverse. I told you not to chase trades, and this is the reason why that candle came back in reverse. So technically, since it broke below this candle, I would have gotten into this trade. This is about still trying to learn pips. We're gonna see once I'm done with this. What is that? I don't know how many pips this is, but as you can see, it is now in profit. It's at this bank zone. I'm in hopes that it's going to break down to the next bank zone because we did analyze this earlier. By my reasoning, for whatever reason, I'm believing that it's going to touch this trend line at least. It may not touch it today. It can come to it tomorrow or whatnot. But my overall bias is that it's going to test this trend line. And like I said, I could be absolutely wrong. This is Asian low, so it could be coming down to trap the traders who got in here to push back up to retest this breaker structure here that we had when this support was broken. It could try to retest it as resistance, but this is all in theory. I don't know what it's going to do. We're just watching it to see what it's going to do. And at this point, yeah, so my stop loss would have been here. I'm still trying to learn how to map out your risk to reward, if it's a 1 to 2 or 2 to 4, whatever. I have absolutely no clue what none of these numbers mean. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch some videos on that. So as you can see, we could be coming back into drawdown possibly, but I'm not going to talk your head off. I am just going to monitor the trade. When you get into a trade, I already have your reasons to exit the trade. Like what has to happen in order for you to get out of this trade. Do not hold losing trades. It doesn't necessarily have to hit your stop loss if you believe that you were wrong, but if you believe you were right, you can either hold that trade until it's done doing what it wants to do, but don't just hold it in hopes that it's going to go your way. If you're holding a trade, understand that you know the direction that is going to go, but your entry is just wrong. Because that has happened to me so many times. I know where it's going to go, but my entry is wrong. So therefore, I end up getting out of a trade when it really wasn't winning position. It's just I got in too early. So keep that in mind. But definitely don't hold losing trades. Have how much already in your mind that you're willing to lose on a trade, and then have how much you're willing to gain on a trade. But have it for a reasoning. Don't say, "Oh, I'm about to just make $100 on this trade," and you have no clue how many pips you're gonna go. You have no clue what your target is. Your account may not even be big enough to hold for so many pips in order to gain a trade. I mean, in order to win a trade. You know what I'm saying? So have all of these things mapped out because it's definitely going to make your trading journey a lot more successful. Alright, so as you can see, we were in profit. We came down to this level twice, and we weren't able to break through. And as you can see, it's pushing up quite fast. So I just want to point out something. This would have been a winning trade if you were going for 10 pips because it went for 20 pips. So if you got in this trade, held for your 10 pips, got out, but left a runner, you would have been up in profit. And if you left a runner to see what it pushed through, as you can see, it would have came back to your entry point. So you could either get out at break even or hold. Personally, I wouldn't want to give money back to the market, so I wouldn't hold with my runner. And what that means is pretty much once you get in your entry, you take two positions. You take one, like you get out of one position in profit and you leave the other one running to where it's going to be break even at this point. So it's a risk-free trade because you're already in profit and you're just looking to see if you can gain more. By it not being able to break below that bank zone, personally, I would think that it's going to go up. Excuse me, my son just did that. Yeah, personally, I would think that it's going to continue to go up. Yes, sir. But like I said, we're just gonna monitor and see. At this point, we would be out of the trade at break even, which is a good thing. And let's see if it's gonna come up here now and then shoot back down. At this point, we're just monitoring. So we are out of the trade. That trade was a success. And yeah. Now it's just a waiting game, or that's if you're looking to get more money. I say don't overtrade if you're already up for the day. 1% gain, it could be a good thing because some people mainly make losing trades. Because like I said in my previous video, 90% of traders are unsuccessful. So if you made some money within that trade, perfect. Hold on to your money and just trade the next day. Do not overtrade. Do not try to become a millionaire. Do not try to become a millionaire in one day. All right, so we're just monitoring this trade at this point. Okay, so as y'all remember that I said that it was going to go up and potentially hit this zone. So I was correct about it going up more than I was correct about it going down. However, it still would have been a winning trade. But yeah, once it broke this high, once it broke this level, I could have looked to get in and see if it will potentially go up to here. So that was my initial analysis for it to come up here and then go back down. So we're just going to continue to monitor this trade. And I'm really liking the outcome of it and my thought process behind these positions that I would have taken. Alright, so as y'all can see, this candlestick has now pushed up to the zone that I said was a possibility for us to come to. So what I'm going to do now is just watch it, monitor the candlesticks, and see is it going to consolidate, break through, or reverse. This was definitely a thought process of mine when we were down here. We got into a sell at 8 and it just could not break below this bank zone. It just could not break below this bank zone. And so my next analysis was that we were going to push up before we did drop. However, my analysis was that we were going to push up and to push back down. And I did have this alert set here for when we did get back up here for me to come back to the chart if I was not on the chart to monitor it. As you can see, we're pushing through. I'm not sure if we're going to test this trend line or not, or just test the zone. However, I am very happy that I was able to see the candlesticks. I'm kind of learning price action and how gold moves, which is why it's important to study one pair at a time instead of like studying so many at once, because you're going to get confused, especially if you're not taking notes, which I suggest you do every time you come to the chart. Take notes of what you see. Take notes of any trades that you may have taken. Document your losses. Figure out why you lost and see if it was a good trade or, I mean, not a good trade, but it wasn't a good position, but you were just wrong. Should you have just stayed out of that chart pattern? It's so many things you have to think of when it comes to trading. So yeah, like I said before, I'm just gonna monitor this. I'm very happy with the results of how this trade went, how it played out. We practiced risk management by getting out of the trade once we noticed. I'm sorry. We practiced risk management once we noticed that we could not break below support, and we got out of that trade. Well, we would have been at break even here, and if you decided to get in that trade to the upside, for me, it would have been when we broke above these candles. I don't know if I would have gotten in if we once we broke above here. I can't say, oh yeah, once I noticed this, I would have got up. For me personally, I would have waited. We had momentum in this candle. If you go back and back test, you'll see we had a lot of momentum in that 940 candle, and it just kept pushing up from there. When it pulled back, I wouldn't have panicked simply because we have, what is this? We have resistance here that has now turned into support based on what I see. And I would have let it pull back once I saw that it wanted to continue bullish, gotten in to complete my bull run. Or if I was in from down here, just had taken profit from one of the positions here and just let that runner run. But so far, so good. I am definitely feeling more confident and more comfortable on the charts. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be making this money with me. Okay? Alright. And I think that's it for today. It's now 10:30. And I'm definitely about to start my day now. I've done a lot already. I was on and off the chart. So it's about to be outside of my trading window. At this point, if I was in this trade, I would have made my money. So I'm good. So now we're going to go enjoy the rest of the day, turn up, and educate other people about forex. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in another one. Alright, y'all. So I just wanted to come back on and just say this. As a newbie trader, like I said, I'm trying to figure out what's my times of trading, and if something looks like it's worth staying on the chart for, then maybe I will stay on a little longer, set like a sell stop or buy stop, and take profit and a stop loss and go about my day. So earlier, what I said was, I'm looking for it to go up here, bounce out this trend line in reverse, y'all, and it did exactly that. So that gives me even more confidence in the fact that I feel like I'm starting to understand price action a lot better. I'm definitely looking forward to when I fund my account to see how I can build my account. And yeah, I think I finally got it. I think I finally get it. I've been studying for a while now. I have not been studying correctly. I can't admit that. And now that I've actually dedicated time to the chart, dedicated time to taking notes, dedicated time to being consistent, and dedicated time to being patient, I'm getting it now, y'all. And when I say, when y'all see me delete all my social media, I'm just playing. I might not. When I become successful, I ain't gonna delete my social media. I'm gonna still be chilling, but for real, I'm very happy with the way everything played out. As you can see, I am documenting this, so I'm not one of those people who just back trade and be like, oh, when this came here, I hopped in here and did this, knowing doggone well they didn't do that. I'm not one of them. I'm going to be a for real trader who takes this and is successful in it. I'm going to be so successful in this. I believe in that. I truly believe in that. I dedicated over a year of trying to learn this on my own. Daily looking at the charts, daily looking at videos, daily just making mistakes and learning from them. I want to say I probably, within the last 2 weeks, to be honest with you, the last 2 weeks is where I saw my change, where I say consistency and patience really is starting to pay off. Prior to these 2 weeks, I was on the charts, but I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really learning what I needed to learn. But now, I am. And it is, this whole year has been worth sacrificing things and being on this chart and dedicating my time to this. It's all going to pay off, and it's all worth it at the end of the day. I'm very happy, like I said, with the way this chart played out today. So that's all I just wanted to say. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like to join me on my trading journey, hit that subscribe button. I did mention earlier that I will be creating a separate channel, so look out for that. And let's make this money together. Let's make these pips together. All right, it's your girl Ebony Banks, and I'll catch you in another video.